guys, welcome back to the channel Birthing 5D. Today we are going to break down Black Panther and Chadwick Boseman, born on November 29th, 1976, died August 28th, 2020, at the ripe age of 43 from colon cancer. He was battling that for 4 years. Now, what I am picking up right now on Chadwick Boseman is something sinister behind the scenes. There's something very sinister about his death. His death was a sacrifice. He actually did die a hero for the movie Black Panther. It was almost like we were walking through the story of Chadwick Boseman's death during Black Panther. The drinking of the cup, that was a ritual. Everything that you saw in Black Panther was a ritual. This man literally died for this movie. He wanted to die leaving a legacy. He wanted to die doing something good. But, however, I was having a vision that he was writing this contract in blood, saying that he was going to sacrifice himself. He said, I was in a vulnerable place. I was ready to die, and they knew that. So, me dying, I wanted to do something noble. So, I left the legacy of Black Panther. But what he didn't know is that those same people that he thought that was going to leave a legacy for him was actually doing something very, very much more sinister behind the scenes. The elites and the Hollywood executives. Well, this is the thing. I noticed that right after Black Panther, he started to get more and more skinny, like the life was being sucked out of him. Yes, could have been done with colon cancer? Yes, but it was the sacrifice that he made. That's why he said he knew he was going to die in a couple of videos. He said he knew already. This man already knew because he already knew what he signed up for. And that is sinister in itself, him dying and going to the beyond. That was all sacrifice. That movie was strictly in blood. That's why it became so successful. And now he's going to have to deal with that in the next life. He said he never thought that his life would have been like this. He's actually talking to me right now as I'm channeling with him. He feels a lot of remorse and regret for how he left his legacy. He didn't know what the elite were up to behind the scenes. It was to keep people trapped, but trapped in the name of his blood. It was a propaganda movement. It was all propaganda. The things that have seeped into people's minds was, I heard he's saying black propaganda, meaning that it fueled more fire, more anger, more hate. Hold on, give me just a second, guys. He said he didn't want it like this. What he thought that he was doing intentionally, they were doing something else. Oh, whoa. Okay. He's actually showing me a vision of him getting stabbed in his home. He said it was the men in black. They stabbed him. Whoa. Okay, so he told me they covered up his death. They covered up his death. They said that he died of colon cancer, but it was something more sinister. It was time for him to go. His death was very unnatural. He said, and that's the legacy I didn't want to leave, was an unnatural death, and they're covering it up. He said he did not know what he was doing when he did that. Hold on, guys. Give me just a second. He's giving me some more info. Okay. Okay. So he told me that if his mother ever finds this, tell her that I love her. I miss her. I appreciate her. Thank you for holding me as I was going through this process. You don't even know the truth. You may never know the truth, but I want you to know that I love you. Yeah, so Chadwick Boseman, I I hear him say I was a true legend. I was a legend. Whoa. He said they made me do a lot of things behind the scenes of Black Panther. The things that they only show you what they want to show you. Everything that they may have showed you behind the scenes was an illusion. It was even more dark, more sinister behind the scenes. That's just the surface level. But the deeper part of it is sinister. He said, I want to let the people know that I love and cherish them. Thank you all so much for all of your love, your support, and your gratitude as I transitioned from this world onto the next. I can finally now live in peace with the world knowing that I was sacrificed. They covered up my death. They covered up the true meaning of what I was actually trying to do. He said they don't know any better. They don't know any better. He's basically thanking me for taking the time to really just do this. He said, thank you for getting straight to the point. He said he didn't want to sugarcoat it or beat around the bush. These people knew what they did and they are going to pay for their actions. He still holds a little bit of anger. So, what I'm going to do now is we're going to close up the karmic loops and cycle, and we are going to get Mr. Chadwick Boseman to the other side. So, in part two, you're going to see me on Zoom doing a healing for him, a healing session, so that way he can move with peace. He will have to come back, but at the very least, he would be healed of this traumatic death that he has lived. He said, I was not ready to move on, but I'm so glad I found you. Okay, Mr. Chadwick. So, guys, stay tuned for part two of the multidimensional healing of Chadwick Boseman, a living legend, a hero, and a man who just wanted to leave an amazing legacy. And although he did, there was just something a little bit sinister. Thank you guys so much for listening. I want you to like, follow, and comment any comments that you want to below. If you guys want a healing session, a channeling, or just anything like that, I deal with a lot of multidimensional healing, quantum healing. I deal with a lot of like insight, channeling into the astrals, into you, into your higher self. And I am co creating this with my partner, Taya. We together are birthing 5D. Thank you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day. Stay tuned for part two. Okay, bye. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to the page of Birthing 5D. I am your co-host, well, slash host today, Trinity. I co-create with my partner Taya, and together we are birthing 5D. We are here to cultivate the new world and the new way of thinking, the new way of feeling, everything just, 5D. And so this is part two of Chaz. I was I was gonna say something else, but yes, Chadwick Boseman. So this is part two. So what we're gonna be doing today is we're going to be doing a channeling to each one of his chakras, cutting off those cords that bind him to the astral realm at right now, at this point, and then seal and close the session out. So we have Mr. Chadwick Boseman in the same room as me right now, and he is here. His energy is here, ready to be healed. He is ready to find that peace that he thought that he was getting when he did, pass, but he never really did. I feel like he was saying his story was never really told. So, yes, so today we're going to be doing the healing. So, right now, I'm going to take a couple of deep breaths. This is what I like to call opening up my healing channels. So that way I can be able to like just heal. So when I'm opening up my healing channels, something that I personally like to do is to have the water. So when I'm breathing in, I'm breathing in that water, exhaling that fire, because now it is time to heal. Okay, so I'm tuning into his aura and energy. Whoa. Wow. He has attachments. He has attachments. Mm. Tuning into his aura field, and I can feel him. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now, I'm creating space in his aura field so that way he can receive more healing. We're just opening up the space for him. There we go. Just expanding his aura. There we go. I felt a lot of stagnant energy just in his whole entire body. But you know what? Something was particularly is drawing me into his gut area, into his solar area. It's like a stabbing wound I'm feeling in my gut. So let's explore that a little bit deeper. Yeah, I'm feeling a wound, a mark left in my gut. So what I'm doing right now, which is this, it's called basically kind of like reversing time in the quantum. It's like another healing method, also known as healing, basically. We're just reversing the wounds that this has caused him. The reason why he has attachments is because of that energetic leak within his solar plexus. So we're just kind of like basically just healing him in the way. Here we go. So what I like to do personally is multidimensional healing. So that's what this is called, multidimensional Pleiadian healing. And then once we're done reversing that wound, we need to pull out the stagnant energy. So that's what I'm doing with him right now. Just pulling out all of that energy that doesn't even serve him any longer. And by the way, this is actually, it's coming out of also his lower chakras. So from his lower chakras on to the point of his solar, we're pulling things out. We're pulling things out of like just the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus, right? That's how a lot of things got attached to him. Just pulling it out. Yep. Interesting. So once we do that, we're going to seal the solar plexus. I'm feeling called for his legs and feet, to work on his legs and feet. It feels like there's not enough circulation in his feet and in his legs at this moment in time. So, okay. So we're going to seal. We're going to put some golden light in here. I'm going to seal this off. Archangel Michael is here to assist at this time. Okay. Now I'm just going to expand the healing in the solar plexus. Oh my gosh, it feels like the golden sun now. Like his solar plexus actually feels like the golden sun. It is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, I love his solar plex energy now. Now we need to work on his feet, ankles, and legs. So tuning into his feet, ankles, legs. Here we go. Okay, so I feel like we need to, this is the healing. Like, okay, so the healing that I'm doing right now is called unraveling. It's when a person has so much like blocked energy kind of in a way. It's like his legs just feel very flat. I mean, his legs and his feet kind of feel very dull. So this is just like doing that. What this does is activate the spark so that his legs and feet, their circulation can start moving. And then this is when we're going to start the healing process. But we got to get it open a little bit. We got to get it. It's almost like EFT tapping, but just in a multi-dimensional way. Even EFT tapping is multi-dimensional. Okay, here we go. We're getting it open. There we go. Okay. I'm starting to feel like the activation is coming online for my feet, ankles, and legs. All right. So we're going to create more space. There we go. Because I wanted to get to the point where I can create space. Wow. Wow. Here we go. So one of my sisters taught me about the golden cord to awaken. Her name is Lee, by the way. I love her. She's amazing. And you'll see her from on this channel from time to time. So right now I'm just creating a golden cord and it's coming up from Mother Earth into his feet and up the legs to activate, to build, to circulate, to come to life. And we're doing this all the way into his tailbone. So right now I'm just kind of like, I want you guys to see. So it's like this. We have to, so this is what I call holding space. So holding space, basically what I'm doing is holding space for the golden quartz to come up from Mother Earth. There we go. I feel it. It's coming online. That's good. Okay. Okay, I'm asking Archangel Michael, and he's here for assistance. Raphael is here for assistance, his ancestors. Yes. We're cutting. So cutting the cords. You're no longer binded here. We're cutting them. Cut, cut, cut. I'm just expanding his feet energy a little bit. The energy in his feet. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Yes, it feels a lot better now. All right, so now we're going to go into his sacral. So this is called the flow. It's where, so this is where I'm like moving water in his sacral from side to side. Or maybe the chi, the Tai Chi. Okay. We're putting water into his sacral. I'm feeling called for Lumerian water. So that's what we're doing for him right now. Putting those Lumerian waters in. There we go. Oh my God. He's actually really starting to come active and online, and I'm really loving this. I'm really, really, really loving this. There we go. Okay, I feel his Colunadini coming online. I feel the flow. Yes. Yes, I feel it coming up his solar. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so now we're gonna seal. We gotta seal him too. Seal it, seal it, seal it. Sealing his energy. I feel the flow coming back online. There we go. Doing this flowing. There we go. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Good, good, good. Just doing up some finishing touches on his lower chakras because now we're about to move into the thing that anchors, which is the heart. And when I tap into his heart energy, it almost feels non-existent. It feels like his heart energy is in this void of some sort. It's interesting. Okay, so we gotta create space. Okay, so this is what I called tingles in the heart. So it's almost like we're tickling him to create those tingles Tingles. Here we go. Also, this too. I'm in his heart energy as I'm doing this. It has not been active in a long time. Granted, yes, because he has passed on, but he is still in the astrals. He still needs healing before going on. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on, Chad. I can feel you. There we go. And breathe. There we go. There we go. Wow. This heart has not been active in a minute. I call this grabbing. Oh, Lord. So sorry, guys. I got, I just realized I got black ink on my hand. What the heck? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I realized I got like. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so let's do this. Okay. So I'm just taking all of the stagnation out of his heart. And I feel like my heart is starting to come back. Like I'm starting to see the bubble, 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 bubble. Yes. Now it's time to open up that heart space. Oh, yes. His heart, I can feel it, is coming online again. It's starting to become very active. I am loving this so far, guys. This is really, really good. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay. As soon as I was opening up his heart space, guys, like, oh my God, it's really like a flood. Like, literally a flood of water energy just like flowed from my feet all the way up into my heart. I literally felt that energy. Oh, wow. This is amazing, guys. This is so amazing. Oh, and his hips is open, guys. This is really good. This is really good. Okay. Oh, yes, guys. I am loving this. I'm loving this energy, guys. Like, what? Oh, wow. He said, I can breathe again. I can breathe again. Because opening up his heart also opened up his lungs. Guys, just because you are in the astral doesn't mean none of this goes away. If you're still tied into the 3D some way, it's almost like these are his remnants, the remnants of him, of his like 3D body. Like it's still kind of tethered, but that's what we're doing. We're creating space, we're opening up, we're healing him in the astral so that he may have a better journey next time. And just putting a seal over his heart. I heard Atlantean energy, Atlantean healing for the heart. All right. So now let's move on to the throat. Whoa. There's a lot of like, it's almost like void suppression. This is a void suppression right now that he's going through currently. Like, oh my God. Let's see. Uh, I don't know if you ever seen those Reiki healers when they do light language, but I do psychic sign language, light language. I know it's hard to explain, but right now I'm doing multidimensional psychic surgery on his throat. So that way it can open up and be better, creating more space in the throat. Ancestors are working on me now, weaving, I heard reweaving his throat, his ability to speak. There we go. There's a lot of ancestral trauma in the throat, a lot of suppression, a lot of pain, a lot of remorse, anger. We're clearing that now, generationally as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, guys, I am the surrogate for this too, because um I just become the surrogate sometimes. Sometimes I want to be the surrogate. So that's why I'm kind of doing it on myself. In a sense, I'm actually doing it on him. There's things where you can, as empaths, you can become the client in a sense where you can take on these things. And because he is in the astral, he has passed away, I'm taking on that energy to then incorporate healing. Oh, my throat is starting to feel so much better, like active online, like wow. I heard it's time for you to come on live, come alive. This is what I call sparks of gold. It is basically sparks of gold energy going into the throat. And then the tingles again. Just to make sure that all the cells, everything is just like flowy. Okay. I'm feeling good about this. Yes. Okay. There was a lock also on his throat, so I had to unlock it. So now the healing is better now. There was just like a little tiny lock. Okay. Throat is good, guys. Throat is good. Okay. Excuse me, guys. Okay, so now we're working with third eye. He said I saw every. He's a seer. He can see things, but he also saw life through illusion. So right now, what we are doing is we're just making sure, like, We're clearing the illusion of life, helping him to actually see something different, to learn something different, outside of the box, outside of his perspective, giving him the clarity and the bird's eye view of a situation. I call this wiping the glass clean. You know how, like, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're not seeing a good point of view of yourself? I call this wiping. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I just like went into some type of like, holy crap. There's something in there. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. I pulled out a like nasty looking entity out of his third eye. That's what I was really focusing on. I saw it and I was like, oh my God. Okay. So this is what I call going around the orc field. So right now I'm healing outside of me. So this is his like head area. And it's just kind of like, we ever seen like one of those like light halos where it like goes around? So basically what I'm doing, I'm hitting it. I feel like his crown chakra is starting to spark up right there. Here we go. Something saying that we need to do psychic surgery right where his pineal gland is. So now this is called the rewriting the codes. We're rewriting the codes of his third eye. He's in the space to hold the codes now. So sometimes I have Atlantean light language, but this is Pleiadian light language, but in a sign language. Ironically, just rewriting the codes in his head. Ah, yes. I'm like gaining more clarity. Yes, 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 yes. Archangel Michael is still here. His third eye has come online, guys. It's active. I don't want to do too much, so now I'm just sealing it off. Lasting array of light. All right, guys, I'm about to seal this off. And we're sealing off the energy in the third eye. Okay. Sealing up the energy, closing it out. Weaving the stitches. Okay. Wow, we actually got a lot of divine insight. His stronger chakras was his higher chakras, of course. The crown chakra just needed a little divine realignment. So this is called right here, this is called real, like divine realignment that I'm doing with his crown. I'm working with his crown energy. And we're just doing a little bit of divine realignment here. He is now free. He is now free, guys. He is now free. He is now feeling peaceful. He's feeling free. He's feeling alive. He's feeling hopeful. He's feeling grateful. So now we're going to seal this up. Cut, cut, cut. Seal. Cut, cut, cut. Seal. Cut, cut, cut. Seal. We're still like sealing and cutting anything that could have bind me. Seal. Cut, cut, cut. Seal. Cut, cut, cut. Seal. Cut, cut, and seal. Cut, cut, cut. Amazing. Okay, guys. So we have just finished the healing, the multidimensional healing, and the cutting of the cords for Chadwick Boseman. He can now finally go into the light, reincarnate with something better, something bigger. He's actually, so this next life is his last life. I was able to clear the karmic loops, the cycles, just everything. So yeah, guys, that is about it. After doing all of this, yeah, so if you guys would like a multi-dimensional channeling and a multi-dimensional healing, just, reach out to Birthing 5D. I will have everything in the description box below. So if you want to, book a session with me, you can email me, and yeah, I'll just put my email down below. I had to recently recreate my email because my old phone got stolen a couple of weeks ago. So I have this new phone. So I kind of had to recreate everything. But yeah, I'll just have all that in the link below. But if you like this, make sure you like, share, comment. Let me know your thoughts. Have you picked up anything intuitively? How did you feel about the healing session? These are just all the things that I want to know. All right, guys, this has been Trinity from Birthing 5D. Bye.